We're back in the Pinpoint Weather Center as we continue watching these big storms, and again we're kind of seeing this situation really changing from a traditional severe weather that we think about, tornadoes, hail, wind, into a heavy rain event as we go through the rest of the night. Now, we still do have a couple stronger storms that may do a little bit of severe weather. We'll talk about those first. You can see we've got this area of storms from southwest Kansas, northwest Oklahoma, all the way up into the northeastern part of the state. Heaviest, strongest storms in terms of a severe weather threat have been in the south central part of Kansas, and we still do have one severe thunderstorm warning for our viewing area on the map, and that's going to be for our friends and neighbors in Barber County into the southeast corner of Comanche. We still do have the potential in this area of this storm that we could see a little bit of larger hail, nickel to perhaps quarter-sized hail, and we're also seeing a little bit of a signature here that would suggest that we could see some stronger wind on that as it continues to move into the north central part of Oklahoma. So again, Barber County still with a threat for nickel to quarter-sized hail, 50 to 60 mile-an-hour winds for a couple of more minutes. The big story at this point is going to be heavy rain. We've got a lot of it. Haven't had any in Wichita yet, but notice we've got some west of us. We've got more north, northeast. We are going to eventually get some of this coming back in, but right now just a couple of sprinkles northeast Wichita. Our big story at this hour is the problem on the turnpike that we told you about earlier. We've got the heavy rain, as you can see, from McPherson all the way down into the Eureka area, and several of these have been parading over the same area. So that's why we've got this area on the Kansas Turnpike from Emporia all the way down to El Dorado, where they have closed the turnpike because of the threat for flooding. We've got all of these storms that are just making a parade over top of the Kansas Turnpike, and longtime residents will remember the tragic Kansas Turnpike flood that killed a family along this stretch of the highway. So this is no joking matter. This is a good call by the Weather Service and the Kansas Turnpike Authority, trying to keep you safe because we have a very vulnerable stretch of the road getting these repeated passages of very, very heavy rain. And we've been able to measure some of this as we've gone through the day today. Let me bring in my colleague, meteorologist Jamie Travers. Jamie, watching the Pinpoint Weather Network.
Dave, we've had, as you mentioned, some very heavy rain north of the Wichita area. Here are a few of the rain totals. Mountain Ridge Middle School, 3.12 inches of rain. Now this is since midnight. Heston High School, 3.46 inches of rain. So that's why we're having some issues with flooding across the area. As you can see, Dave, this is pretty serious when it comes to heavy rainfall. And that's coming on top of 2 or 3 days prior, Jamie. Thanks very much. Severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect for much of south central Kansas, southeast Kansas, and north central Oklahoma until 11. But again, our sense is that we're really seeing this transition to a heavy rain situation. We've got a lot to keep tabs on tonight. So no surprise, we've got scattered showers and storms in south central Kansas as we go through tonight. 70 in Wichita, 71 Ark City. Tomorrow, there may be some leftover showers or rumbles of thunder early on, especially east of Wichita. Those will be coming to an end. We get some sunshine back, 85 for the high. North central Kansas, obviously we're tracking some rain and thunder here as well. It will be overnight tonight, moving off to the east, so that by the time we get to tomorrow morning, I think you're probably done. Looks like you will be able to get a little bit of sunshine coming back for a warm and humid afternoon. Now let's go to the western part of Kansas. We have been, of course, watching the southwest part of the state for the showers and storms. Eventually, those are going to come to an end as we go through this evening. As we get into tomorrow, I think most of the day you're probably going to get a bit of a break, although I can't completely rule out a shower or a thunderstorm coming in the northwest part of Kansas as we go through late tomorrow afternoon. Now let's go ahead and check our KSN Wichita Weekly now, and as you see, we've got a chance for more showers and storms as we go through this next couple of days. We get a chance to dry out maybe tomorrow afternoon, but we're going to see the showers and storms coming back on Wednesday. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on the rain threat because we've got a couple of more days where it's still possible before we get a real chance to dry out Thursday and Friday. North central Kansas, same thing. Could be back in the soup with a chance for a few storms on Wednesday. You get another break day on Thursday, but boy, you're right back into it with a chance for showers and storms right on through the weekend. In the southwest, you know, tomorrow you're probably going to make it through dry, but after that, I could actually see a chance for a few showers and storms for you each and every day all the way through
the weekend and into the early part of next week. Northwest Kansas will probably have a break tomorrow, but storms could return tomorrow night. You got a chance Wednesday, Thursday, a dry day possible on Friday, and then you're right back into a chance for showers and storms as we head on into the weekend and the early part of next week. Really an extraordinary July with all of this rain. We'll try to keep a handle on it for you. We'll continue to track the storms and keep you posted.
It's time for summer savings at Donovan Auto and Truck Center. Right now we have